Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a Crafty Maven Getaway YouTube hop. For this hop we are doing a rainbow theme, and the color of the rainbow that I picked was purple, which if you know me, you know my favorite color is purple, and I was so excited that I picked and was able to pick this color. I'm always afraid somebody else is going to pick the color I want to use, so it was kind of nice. Here I am going to be using a Recollections paper pad, and it is called Dream Chasers. I believe it was one of the hot buys this past week at Michael's. My scrappy bestie Hannah Lemieux came to stay with me for about a week and a half, and of course we had to go shopping, and she found this super pretty paper pad, and we decided to go in and split it between the two of us. So that is what I'm going to be using today. And a lot of these papers are just gorgeous. Like the watercolor kind of effect on the background and everything just are perfect. So right now I'm thinking I want to use that purple background that I have there on my desk. But I know that I need more layers behind the photo. So this is where I'm going to start pulling in some other colors. So there's this kind of medium blue and green paper, and I really like that. But I'm not sure if I want it to be a full perfect layer behind the photo. I don't know if that makes sense. I've been doing a lot of perfect layering behind the photo instead of doing, you know, like the scraps and the normal layering that some scrapbookers like to do where things are off kilter and stuff like that. So here I'm kind of just playing around with the papers that I've cut up and trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I am thinking that maybe I don't want to use this purple background. And so what I decide to do is I am going to pull a white piece of paper. This is close to my heart, white cardstock. And I'm going to glue a few more layers behind the photo. And I'm going to kind of ruffle them up, ruffle up the edges. And I really like the texture that gives the photo matte. I'm going to add this pretty purple as a layer behind that medium blue, sorry, forgot to say the word blue. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, my brain is not functioning very well today. This is like the third or fourth time I have restarted this voiceover. Anyway, so I crumpled up that paper a little bit, and then I'm gonna add this paper. I think is my favorite. This really gorgeous pattern, and it goes from like dark navy blue to purple, and it's just perfect. So I'm going to add this lighter purple so that darker purple and blue will pop off. And that is going to be the bottom layer of this photo mat. Okay, now I am adding in some of these super old butterflies. These I think are from, oh goodness, an old Jenny Bolin collection or something. I don't even remember what they're from. They might be from Jilly Bean Soup, but I really think it's Jenny Bolin? I think that was her name. Anyway, I'm also thinking, okay, what else do I want to do? So I was thinking maybe I could do a little journaling area down there on the bottom. But then I am actually going to change it up just a little bit. I found this cut apart sheet in a 6x6 paper pad that is also, I believe this is another Recollections collection. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like a mermaid themed 6x6 paper pad that I got a while ago, and it had a lot of purples and pinks and just really pretty colors that went along with the paper pad that I had already been using. So I found this cut apart sheet in that 6x6 pad, and it had this word that said, or this phrase that said magic seeker, and I thought that was just perfect. So instead of keeping that spot for journaling, I'm going to use it as an embellishment base down here on the bottom. I'm going to glue this photo mat down in the middle of the page, and this layout is seriously super simple. This is pretty much all that I do. I'm going to glue down each one of these butterflies with a little glue Zot. I like to use those because they're cheaper than the glue dots and they're the same quality. So I really love them, in fact. So I found another cut apart sheet in that 6x6 paper pad, and this one was actually just a bunch of borders. So I decided to cut up a few of them and glue them down and make a cluster up in that top right hand corner. And I really like how that turns out. I think that is just super perfect and just adds a little bit more detail to the layout and to that cluster up there. I also found this cute little saying. It says, "There is magic in the unexpected." So I started chatting with these ladies and I didn't think anything of it. I'm sure none of us thought anything of it, but now we talk almost every day and it's just an amazing friendship and definitely unexpected, but I love it. And those are the things in life that you just have to grab them and enjoy, and it's just amazing, unexpected, and awesome. So now here I'm gluing down these strips in that top right hand corner. I am going to pull out some sequins, and these are from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I pulled out two different collections, but in the end I am going to use the one on the right. I believe it's called Dreamland, and it's got a lot of pinks and light blue and purples. So I am going to dump those out in each one of the clusters. I'm not going to end up using all of them. I do take some of them off, but I really love the color that it kind of brings to the layout. So here I am pulling out some alphas and trying to decide which one I want to use. I end up going with this Amy Tangerine one, and this is actually one of my favorite alphas. I don't use it a ton though, so I was actually able to write out the words that I wanted to. So my title is going to be My Tribe. It fit perfectly right there up at the top of the photo, and it nestles right into that top cluster. So that worked out super perfect. I'm going to put that away, and you can see I haven't glued down the sequins yet. I kind of messed around with them, thought about doing a little like butterfly trail, but I just didn't really like that. So in the end, I'm just going to create a cluster pile, and I really do like how that works out in the end. So there is the sequin mix. It's called Dreamland, and this is kind of where I'm fussing with the sequins. I'm gonna pull out my Amy Tangerine watercolors that I got, I think it was back in January, and I am going to do some purple splatters in the bottom left cluster and the top right cluster, and that is it for this layout. Make sure you run on over and see the other ladies' videos. The links will be below. Thank you so much for coming along with us today. Bye!